Hey, Sean here from SpeedCubeReview.com. I have a package just got dropped off from DHL, and I'm pretty sure I know what's in here, and I'm super excited about this. Okay, already happy that they got the accent over the E correct. Yeah, I know what's in here. I was actually in the middle of trying to adjust my 3D printer, but I figured I would rather do this than stress about that. Yes! Okay, so these are mini magnetic cubes from YJ. Okay, let me grab a couple puzzles. Okay, there's one I don't know where it is. I was looking for the 57mm Cyclone Boys that I have magnetized. It's a 4x4, but I've got these 3x3s, which are 50mm, and I've magnetized these ones, and then this one has the SpeedCube Shop, the UV coating. There we go. But these are already magnetized, and from the looks of it, let's open this plastic. It doesn't look like a matte finish right now, but we won't know until I open this and take the plastic off. It is a glossy finish. Oh, this is looking great. Okay, so yeah, I have used officially a 50mm 3x3 for speed cubing. I believe I used it for two-handed for sure. I've used it for one-handed all the time. I've used it for blind, even multi-blind. And I've used the 57mm 4x4 as my main speed cube. I have fairly large hands. Like, I have people comment almost every video about it, about people saying like, oh, this is a 56mm 3x3, and they're like, oh, the cube looks tiny in your hands. So why do I like small puzzles? And it might be because I have over 20 years experience playing the violin, which has a lot of very fine detailed things. We actually have to move fingers out of the way to play other fingers. Maybe it's that. So my fingers are used to being closer together. This actually feels comfortable, and I feel like even though you still have to do maybe a 90-degree turn for this movement, these sort of movements are smaller, and so I find I can do often algorithms faster. Well, got a little luck up there on a mini puzzle. Now, as far as performance, yeah, this is insane. The tensions aren't that loose. Magnets are, I would almost say, medium. There's been some very light magnetized puzzles like the original YongJun, and this is slightly stronger than that, but not that strong. Let's just look at each of these, and I'm just going to start doing some solves in them. Oh my god, 4x4 is insane as well. 5x5. Now, I will say, okay, the 5x5 I think is 57mm, so 4x4 I think is 56. Yep, 5x5, 57. This might be a bit small to try to get like a single slice. That one's going to be a little more difficult. But it's a bit loose. I might tighten that one up. As far as just if you're interested in getting them as far as travel puzzles, 100%. I haven't even spent much time with this at all. The video's not that long yet, and already this is incredible. How will Rue turn out on this? Well, Rue is going to be no problem. M slices are great with this. I'm just turning haphazardly. I guess I should kind of solve this now that I've done that. So let's say, whoop. Oh, I did that wrong. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to move the camera. I'm going to just film a bunch of solves and do an overview afterwards. These are on sale right now at SpeedCube Shop, so go and get them. If you use discount code SCR, you'll save at checkout and save even more. They're not that expensive. They're nice budget puzzles that if I had a competition, I might be using these at the competition. Let's see how these solves go, so I will talk to you in a second. So I've done quite a few solves with these, and I love them. So kind of go little by little. First off, this was the first solve I ever did on it. That Rue solve, that was 12 seconds. That was the first one I ever did, so I'm happy with that. And it works really well for the 3x3. I had a corner twist, so I tightened it a little bit. It's always interesting with smaller cubes. It's very easy to have them slightly too loose because I think we're gauging how far the pieces come apart but they're smaller, so we need to compensate for that. So for smaller puzzles, make them slightly tighter than you would normally do. But other than that, it works really well. I didn't do any one-handed solve. Obviously, it'd be great for a one-handed puzzle, but I do like it for two-handed. For 4x4, this was fantastic. I had a little bit of lockups, I think, just because it's really fast. I actually need to slow it down. All of these puzzles were really fast out of the box. Almost has a bit of a bubbly feel to it. Like, I want to say that bubbly feel of the MGC, but slightly faster and a little bit more glossy feeling, very slick. So I do need to slow it down. I didn't lubricate any of these, but I did tighten the tensions on all of them. But on average, most of my solves were under 50 seconds with one very bad fail that could have been a sub 40. For 5x5, I just never practiced 5x5, so I'll have part of a solve here, but it's the same idea. It's very fast, very bubbly. I think 5x5 might be the only one I would think twice about using in a competition, just because it is so small. I get pretty much the same times though, if not maybe even better times. I'd have to try some back-to-back. So if a competition does start coming up, I'll really focus on which one I would use. But all of these are great. Like I said at the beginning, I've got fairly large hands, but the cubes feel great in them. Like, I'm just very used to that sort of size with it, so I'm not super worried about, you know, any of these. But awesome. Get them. If you do get them, use discount code SCR at checkout. You will save at checkout and also help support the channel. So thank you very much for watching. Leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Hit like, subscribe for more content like this in the future. And as always, stop by SpeedCubes for more news and reviews.